Hi, second grade. Welcome to Reading, Grammar, and Writing. Today is Thursday, January 21st, 2021. So today for grammar, we're going to go over two things, but the first is to review proper nouns. Proper nouns. So to review, nouns are person, place, thing, or an animal. These are all nouns. But a proper noun is still a person, place, thing, or animal, but it's an exact name. So instead of saying boy, I would say the exact name of the boy. So I would say like Brian. So for place, instead of saying store, I would say the name of the store. Target. And same thing for thing or animal. Now notice the difference between the first letter in our common noun, so the one that doesn't give detail, doesn't say the name, and then our proper noun. What's the difference? Yeah, our proper nouns start with that capital letter. Now, going back to this page, we're going to be talking about days of the week and months. So follow along with me as I read. Using proper nouns. Names for days of the week and months of the year begin with capital letters. Each important word in the name of a holiday begins with a capital letter too. So for example, you can see that the capital letter is highlighted in our days, Monday, Friday, Saturday, our months, March, July, September, and holidays, New Year's Day, Thanksgiving Day, 4th of July. Notice how there's multiple letters that are capitalized, each word of the holiday, but we don't capitalize like of or a, those we would leave lowercase. That's why 4th of July only has the F and the J capitalized. In your writing, use days, holidays, and dates to tell your reader more about when things happen. Remember to begin the names of days, months, and holidays with a capital letter. So you know how I'm always telling you guys to write with more details? One thing that you can do to add more details is to tell exactly when. So instead of saying, I read books to a neighbor, she lost her sight. You can give be more specific. Every Sunday, I read books to a neighbor. She lost her sight on May 25th, 2007. So the second one gives us more detail, more information. And notice that Sunday is a capital S, May is a capital M. And then also notice the punctuation after the exact day, May 25th, there's a comma before the year. So you don't have to write these. You are welcome to if you want to pause the video and write them and work on it as I go over it. But otherwise you can just listen and watch as I correct this and explain. So number 1 says, is Labor Day in September? What do we have to fix? Labor Day is a holiday. So the L and the D both should be capitalized. Labor Day. And September, that is the month, that should also be capitalized. Valentine's Day is in February. Valentine's Day, it's the name of the holiday, so it has to be capitalized. February is the month, So that also needs to be capitalized. This Monday is Earth Day. Okay, remember days of the week, capitalized. And Earth Day, that's a holiday, the actual name of the holiday, capitalized. I gave my mother flowers on Mother's Day. What's the holiday? Mother's Day, capitalized. So I know that not many of us write the date on our paper, but I try to remind you guys to please write the date on your paper. That way you know when you look back at it, and your teachers know that you completed it on that specific day. So I really challenge you to practice writing the date on all of your paper. And I challenge you to specifically try to write the months. But you know how we can make it easier? Instead of writing out the whole month, we can write out a part of it. Now this is called an abbreviation. Can you say that? Abbreviation. The names of days, months, and places are proper nouns that can be shortened. That's important. They can be shortened. An abbreviation is a short way to write a word by taking out some of the letters and writing a period at the end. Abbreviations for proper nouns begin with a capital letter. So for example, instead of writing the whole word Monday, you could write MON with a capital M and a period at the end. And even though that says mon, when you see that, you would still read Monday. So just like how in the beginning of this video, I wrote this and I said out loud Thursday, because that's an abbreviation for Thursday. You can also abbreviate months. So instead of writing March, it could be MAR period. Need to remember the period. And when you see that, you read it as March. And then we can also abbreviate like streets, drives, avenues, roads. Instead of saying Main Street, or writing, Main Street, you can put the street like this, ST period. If it's Main Road, you would write it like that. If it's Main Drive, it would be like that. You might recognize this. You might see that on mail. Write abbreviations correctly. Remember to use a period at the end of an abbreviation. Capitalize the abbreviation for a proper noun. So, for example, this sentence is incorrect, and then this sentence is correct. It says, Mr. Wang says the police officer will visit our class on September 4th. Notice how we have a capital M for Mr., a period at the end of it, just like when you write Mrs. McRoberts or Mrs. House, you have Mrs. with the period. And then for September, capital S, and a period. So in your reader's notebook, the one with the boy swinging on the cover, this is the old one. It's near the end of it. We're on page 219. At the top, they wrote out for you the abbreviations for days of the week. They put them right here. And then they put the abbreviations for the months. And it's in order to January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Hey, what's up in the middle up here? May, June, and July. Why do you guys think those aren't abbreviated? They're already short words. it even says, notice that May, June, and July do not have a shortened form. So use this to help you down here. Look at the days of the week and the months and write the abbreviation. So for example, number 1 says Wednesday. And I can look back up at the top and I see right here that the abbreviation for Wednesday is WED, period. Number 2 says December. I see right here the abbreviation for December is capital DEC. Is that correct? Nope, because I'm missing a period. You need to make sure you remember the period. So go ahead and do the rest of these. You can pause this video and do it right now. And when you're done, you're going to flip to page 229. It looks like this. 229. This says, connect to writing. Incorrect abbreviations on this side. What are all these abbreviations missing? They're either missing capitalization, so that those capital letters at the beginning, or they're missing a period. So the other side, over here, shows you the correct abbreviations with the capital letters and with the periods in the correct spot. Notice how after miss, there's no period. That one doesn't have it. So look at that. And then underneath it says, proofread the paragraph. Fix any mistakes in abbreviations. Write the paragraph correctly on the lines. So proofread means you're reading something and looking for like errors to edit, to fix. So I'm going to read this out loud to you if you need it right now. If not, you can skip this or pause the video. My dad is a teacher. Kids call him Mr. Gray. On Tuesday, Dad read to his class. In March, they studied butterflies. Then on Friday, they visited a butterfly show. The show was on Main Street. Okay, so your job is to look for errors. Like for example, Mr. should be capitalized, so I draw those 2 lines to show capitalization. I can add a period, and I'm going to circle it so I don't forget that. And you'd keep going throughout this whole thing to look for errors. I just realized I said Mr. Gray. Sorry, it's Mr. Gary. Okay, and I'm going to give you a hint. There are 9 mistakes that you need to fix. Once you fix those in your best handwriting, rewrite that paragraph on these lines with all the corrections. So instead of writing Mr. like that, when you rewrite it down below, you would just write it like that. Take your time. You can pause this video to complete this activity now, because the rest of this video is for the next thing. Happy National Hugging Day. Now, I know with COVID, we can't hug each other except for the people that you live with, which can be a real big bummer. But I want us to still think about who we would hug if we could hug them, who we want to show that love to. So on a piece of lined paper, write the date, but remember, I challenge you to write the month with an abbreviation. January 21st, 2021. Then you can put what you're going to list. People I'd, and I want to say I'd because I want to practice using that contraction. I would like to hug. And then make a list. Make a list of people that you would like to hug if you could. And as an optional thing, if you have time, if you would like to, you can choose one of these people on your list, circle that person's name, and write him or her a little friendly letter telling the person that today's National Hugging Day and you really miss them, you'd like to hug them, you love them, anything else that you would like to share with that person. You can add a picture to go with it. And then you can give it to the person if you live with him or her, or if not, maybe ask an adult later to help you mail or email it. It can be a nice act of kindness. So that part is optional, so you do not have to turn that in. That's if you'd like to do it. But the reader's notebook pages, you do have to do, and you do have to turn in a picture of them. If you finish all of these activities and you still have time before lunch, go on Lexia. Thanks for following along with me during this video. I hope you worked on your activities during it. Remember, you can always rewind and listen to something again. Thank you, second grade.